Before he was a name on the world's most famous electric car, Nikola Tesla was the man out of time. A tall, slender visionary who literally dreamed in lightning. Born during a midnight thunderstorm, Tesla arrived on the world stage with a mind that functioned like a high-definition projector. He didn't just invent. He visualized entire machines down to the last screw, running them in his head for weeks to check for wear and tear before ever touching a tool. He was the architect of our modern world, the man who harnessed Niagara Falls to power cities, defeated Thomas Edison in the brutal War of Currents, predicted the smartphone nearly a century before it existed. From his laboratory experiments that made his hair stand on end to his tragic final days, Tesla's life was a blend of pure scientific genius and eccentric mystery. He was a man who wanted to give the world free energy, only to find out the world wasn't quite ready for his brand of magic. Born on July 10th, 1856, during a fierce lightning storm in Smiljan in modern-day Croatia, Tesla's life seemed predestined for electricity. His mother, Duka Mandic, was an inventor of household tools and had a photographic memory, a trait Tesla inherited. Tesla possessed a unique mental ability. He could visualize complex machines in 3 dimensions with such clarity that he didn't need to draw them. He famously claimed he could test run his inventions in his head to see where they would wear out before he ever touched a piece of metal. However, what happened next is something perhaps even he didn't foresee. In 1884, Tesla arrived in New York with little more than 4 cents and a letter of recommendation to Thomas Edison. The two were polar opposites. Edison was a pragmatic trial-and-error businessman. Tesla was a theoretical visionary. The War of Currents wasn't just a technical disagreement. It was a high-stakes industrial soap opera that defined how the modern world is powered. In the late 1880s and early 1890s, the battle pitted Thomas Edison's direct current, or DC, against Nikola Tesla's alternating current, or AC, the latter backed by entrepreneur George Westinghouse. The conflict centered on how to power the world. Edison's direct current was the early standard, but it had a massive flaw. It couldn't be easily converted to high voltages. To minimize energy loss over long distances, electricity needs to travel at high voltage and low current. Since DC stayed at a low voltage, it lost significant energy as heat. This meant Edison's vision required a power plant on nearly every city block. Tesla's alternating current, or AC system, used transformers to step up voltage for efficient long-distance travel and step down voltage for safe home use. In layman's terms, electricity could be stepped up to high voltages and transmitted over hundreds of miles with minimal loss. Edison, fearing the loss of his patent royalties, launched a ruthless smear campaign. He claimed AC was deadly compared to the safe DC. Edison launched a smear campaign against AC. To prove it to be dangerous, he publicly electrocuted animals, including stray dogs, cattle, and famously, Topsy the elephant, using AC. Edison also secretly funded the development of the electric chair using Westinghouse's AC generators to link their technology to execution in the public's mind. He even tried to coin the term Westinghousing to describe being executed. However, despite the scare tactics, the efficiency of AC was undeniable. 2 major events sealed the victory for Tesla and Westinghouse. The 1893 Chicago World's Fair, Westinghouse underbid Edison to light the fair. When the City of Light successfully powered up using AC, the public saw its safety and brilliance firsthand. Niagara Falls. In 1895, the first large-scale hydroelectric plant was built in Niagara Falls, using Tesla's AC designs. It successfully transmitted power to Buffalo, New York, 20 miles away, a distance impossible for DC. Tesla ultimately won the war, which is why the sockets in your wall today deliver AC. This, however, was only the beginning of Tesla's inventions. From here on out, Tesla expanded his horizons onto bigger things. Tesla held roughly 300 patents. While we often associate him with the Tesla coil, his influence is found in almost every piece of modern technology. The induction motor, the heart of most modern household appliances and industrial machines, Tesla designed a motor that used a rotating magnetic field to pull the rotor around without physical contact. It allowed electricity to be converted into mechanical motion efficiently, powering everything from industrial fans to modern-day Tesla electric vehicles. Radio. Though Marconi is often credited, the Supreme Court eventually overturned Marconi's patents in favor of Tesla's earlier work. In 1898, Tesla demonstrated a radio-controlled boat at Madison Square Garden. The crowd was so shocked, they thought it was magic, or a trained monkey inside the boat. This was the birth of robotics and remote-controlled technology. Tesla essentially demonstrated the first drone at the end of the 19th century. X-rays. Before Wilhelm Röntgen made the discovery public, Tesla was experimenting with invisible radiant energy at the same time. He produced some of the first high-quality images of the human body, which he called shadowgraphs, and was amongst the first to warn about the potential biological hazards of overexposure to radiation. As exciting as these inventions were, something was about to happen that would change the course of history forever. Tesla's grandest and most tragic project was the Wardenclyffe Tower. He aimed to create a global wireless system that would provide free energy and communication to the entire world. The World Wireless System, which aimed to transmit not just telegraph messages and images, but actual usable power through the air and ground without wires. Tesla believed the Earth had a resonant frequency. He theorized that by injecting energy into the ground at the right intervals, he could create terrestrial stationary waves that anyone, anywhere could tap into using a simple antenna. Long before the internet, Tesla envisioned a world system for the transmission of stock quotes, military messages, and music. His most radical and controversial idea was that power should be available to everyone for free, pulled directly from the Earth and atmosphere. Imagine the world today if this could and possibly should happen. The project was initially funded by the titan of Wall Street, J.P. Morgan, who invested $150,000, roughly $5 million today. However, the relationship soured quickly due to two main factors. While Tesla was building his massive tower in Shoreham, New York, Guglielmo Marconi sent the first transatlantic radio signal using much cheaper, simpler equipment. Morgan began to doubt Tesla's expensive, over-engineered approach. Legend suggests that when Morgan asked how they would charge customers for wireless power, Tesla didn't have a corporate-friendly answer. Morgan allegedly replied, "If anyone can draw the power, where do I put the meter?" Once Morgan withdrew support and discouraged other investors, Tesla suffered a nervous breakdown. The tower was eventually scrapped for $1,750 to pay off Tesla's debts at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. Tesla died nearly penniless in 1943, but the site of Wardenclyffe was recently saved by a crowdfunding campaign led by the Oatmeal webcomic and is now being turned into the Tesla Science Center. Tesla's fascination with the Great Pyramids of Giza went far beyond technology. He viewed them as ancient, sophisticated energy machines. While mainstream historians see them as tombs, Tesla saw them as a prototype for his own Wardenclyffe Tower, a giant wireless transmitter. His theories on pyramids centered on three main pillars: location, shape, and material. Tesla was obsessed with the specific placement of the pyramids in relation to the Earth's orbit and equator. He believed the Giza Plateau was chosen because of its relationship to the planetary laws of resonance. Tesla argued that the Earth is a giant spinning dynamo that generates its own electromagnetic field. He believed the pyramids were placed at specific nodes or power points on the planet to tap into its natural charge. He often looked for mathematical constants like the golden ratio in the pyramid's dimensions, believing they were tuned into the Earth's frequency. Tesla hypothesized that the pyramids weren't just standing still, they were actively pulling energy from the atmosphere. Tesla's pyramid theories were deeply tied to his belief in the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9. He noticed these numbers were recurring in the geometry of the pyramids and believed they were the key to the universe. Tesla's obsession with 3, 6, and 9 wasn't just a quirk. He believed these numbers were the vectors of the universe, the bridge between the physical world we see and a higher dimensional energy field. To Tesla, these numbers represented the blueprint for how energy manifests into matter. To understand his logic, we have to look at vortex mathematics and the way numbers behave in nature. Interestingly, in 2018, researchers discovered that the Great Pyramid can concentrate electromagnetic energy in its internal chambers and under its base. While this doesn't prove it was a power plant, it shows that Tesla's intuition about the pyramid's resonant shape was surprisingly accurate. As he aged, Tesla became increasingly eccentric. He developed a deep obsession with the number 3 and spent his final years in the New Yorker hotel, often referring the company of pigeons to people. He claimed to have invented a death ray that could end all war, but it never came to fruition, although various Western countries have shown their capacity in this field. Nikola Tesla passed away alone on January 7, 1943, at the age of 86. Despite dying penniless, his legacy is the foundation of our electrified wireless world. Tesla's work can be summarized by his obsession with frequency and vibration. He didn't just want to build gadgets, he wanted to tap into the natural resonance of the planet. If this video resonated with your frequency, please tap into your vibrational energy and give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.